do this.
One hamburger, then chicken burger.
All right, we got 2 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, dude. Oh, there we go. Water here, nice. Where did I put my phone? All right. Yeah, we got 4 people in here. Let's go. Four people in here. At least like the video on your way out if you're taking off. Well, I love you too. No. Tell her I say hi as well. Jeez, dude. Yeah, we have 5 people in here. 5 people in here. Who do we got? Five people in here. Am I gonna have to throw some tunes on or something? Like, I know it's. Let's do something here. Man, I haven't heard this in a while, dude. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get one. This one's called Bussin'. We got 4 people in here. 4 people in here. Or we did. We did. Can we beat 16 tonight, though? If we beat 16, that's a win. We're good. We've done our job. We've done our job. They took our job. Five likes, 3 people in. It's busting too much. Level Clown, thanks, dude. Thanks for tuning in, bruh. The OGs are coming back in here. 6 likes already, 4 people in. Let's go. Are we going to be busting tonight? Blades in the chat. Let's go. Good, let's go. So we got Evil Clown, Blade, and Agnes chilling in the chat. All right, next event, March 29th. Are you coming? You want to come say hi? Watch out for the dog. Want to come say hi? Hey, look. Me?
Give Debbie a kiss.
Give me a kiss in front of all my fans. All 4 of them. Look at them. All 4 of them are saying hi. Yeah. Look. Hi, Agnes and Mila. And Evil Clown says hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we bussin'. We bussin'. Okay, I guess let's start off the chat here. If we get a couple more comments, I'll get into it so we can get the ball rolling. We can get the ball rolling. What are you? Oh my god! I'm not gonna show that on camera. Say bye. Say bye to the viewers.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring the thing.
Okay. Yeah, dog doing dog things. Dog doing dog things.
Little Petey didn't hurt nobody.
Yeah. I like how I look to my left and there's a dog peeing next to my leg. It's definitely what I want to be doing on stream. Nothing out of the ordinary, you wouldn't say.
Regular baby stuff.
Yeah, we bring in the dog to say hi, and then I feel a little bump on my left leg, and the dog's squatting, ripping a beaner. So she gone. She's out there having fun doing dog things now. Anyways, what are we dealing with here? I guess we can get into it. All right. So tell us about the next event. I've mentioned this before. Next event isn't anything too special, but we're dealing with Left Hand Super Match coming up March 29th. It's more of a revenge match. Nothing crazy, nothing for rankings. Actual event, we're dealing with Provincials coming up end of April. Other than that, Nationals is the big one this year. Bust like Devin Trash Talk and Natty. Dude, I've been following up a little bit more with it, and it's pretty, it's a lot crazier than I thought it was. I think, I usually am not one to bite when it comes to trash talking in the whole sport itself, because at the end of the day, you're going to arm wrestle someone and someone's going to win, and you're not going to break the guy's arm. At least no one hopes that. But Gennady looks pissed off, man. He's looking like he's taking shit pretty serious, pretty personal right now. Yeah. Hey, I checked out that Blood Fight Quebec website, and they only had the results, no rankings. Really? So, because on the website, if you look on Blood Fight Quebec, it'll tell you what the placement was at the national level. My internet should be working now. Let me go take a look. Blood Fight Quebec. There we go. Now I'm in. Let's go to use some French actually. Résultat. I don't know what the hell is going on with my internet, dude, but now it's not allowing me to go on again. Let me try a different browser. Give me a sec. For sure, but that is just a snapshot of that one tourney. Yeah, are you talking like because if whatever you place at nationals, that's your ranking nationally. If you place 10th at nationals, you're 10th in Canada. If you place first at nationals, you're first in Canada, at least by the book. So I think we're on the same page, or are you just wanting to see like an official rankings of Canada and then the results of that maybe being separate? I thought it was my internet lagging. I don't know, but I'm going to go take a look now because now this is 2 days in a row where I'm having trouble on this website specifically. My internet's definitely not lagging. I'm streaming live as we speak. But it's come on, dude. Okay, we're on Google. Let's try this. Come on. Why is it? Dude, I swear to God, it's this website. Anyways, I'm not going to sit here and waste. I'm going to try to let it load and see what happens. But Alberta Armwrestling Facebook site has ongoing constant rankings that change after a tourney. And that's kind of the way it should be, to be honest with you. I know from a national, at least from my understanding, when you look on the ranking system on the maybe Canadian, actually, I'm going to try CAWF. So let's try this. CAWF. And I'm wondering if it says, let's go to tournaments, CAWF results. There we go, 2024 nationals. Okay, I got it. Obviously, it's going to change throughout the year. No thanks. Opening. All right, here we go. So I'm in the ranking system right now. Let's go to men's 65, men's 60, youth, men's 100. There we go. What the hell? MM100. Oh, I think you have to download the full. What in the hell? Okay, I think there's more to load. Let me double check here. Something's going on with this whole. Youth classes 80, 90, 100. Mark McPhail. Okay, so MM is masters or something. Oh, that's why. I see what's up. Yeah, you need to download the PDF version, but you can also find it on Canadian Arm Wrestling Federation. Yeah. But I do agree with you. I think that there should be, especially from like at least a provincial level, after a tournament, if there's any change in rankings, you just switch them out because realistically speaking, obviously it's very easy to say, oh, I'm first in Canada, I'm first in the States, I'm 10th, I'm 9th, whatever the rank is. But if you're only doing that once a year, how much is that actually true? You could be really shitty and then win somehow in the tournament, and then you become that number. So, yeah. Steve, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in the chat. I'm going to stay on for an hour today. I actually have some stuff I got to do tonight, and I'm up early for work, so we're going to do an hour. A good old hour. When flying today, that's something that's somewhat interesting. Agnes and I took off from Victoria. We flew to Seychelles, British Columbia, and then obviously returned. Roughly total flight time between both places was about an hour, 5 minutes. So 35, 40 minutes each direction. of course, we had all the camera gear. We had the mics. We had the camera. We had everything we needed, at least what we thought we needed. And of course, first trip abroad, somewhere else other than Victoria, we ran into camera issues and we started filming. Then the audio wasn't working, and then it was getting distracted from flying. So definitely have to adjust and make better adjustments in the future, because I want to be able to film and do some arm wrestling stuff. How relevant is thumb training, and is it a thing? Thumb training is a thing. In fact, I actually do it at least once a week. Let's see if I have one around here. No, I have an elastic hanging around, and I just shove it on here, on like between my index finger and my thumb, and then I like to wrap it so it wraps here, go on an angle, and then just push against the thumb, and then get this pumped up. Also, too, I don't know how many people realize this, but when you do like a static hold, when you're doing the wrist max, that static motion of being stiff here also works on this muscle and also works on your big golf ball right here. That sucks big time, losing footage or quality. Yeah, it's a learning curve, that's for sure. It's a learning curve. Let's say at the minimum. Yeah. We have a ton of videos on the phone. One of the things we found out real quick is we had the phone set up. We had her phone set up off the window, so we can get like a side view of her and I in the cockpit. And maybe 20 minutes in, it's like your storage is full. I'm like, what the hell? Come to find out, she had like 600 podcasts downloaded that she never knew about. So that kind of shit the bed. And then for me going to this place for the first time, being on the comms and trying not to be distracted is kind of a challenge when you're in a plane. So it's going to come. It just takes time, more practice. And next time we fly and we film, there'll definitely be adjustments. I have footage, but like I don't even know if I want to post it because it was a little bit of a shit show. Not from a safety standpoint or anything, but just trying to get this sorted out in a cockpit. It's definitely something. Did you see any size increase? I asked because Auden's thumb grew like crazy and saw Devin train it. Well, I can guarantee you Auden's thumb didn't go crazy because he's been doing an elastic. You got to consider Auden is young and he's still growing and he's still going through a growth spurt. I think he's not even 21 years old, isn't he? Isn't he like close to 20 or something? And he's also coming from being extremely skinny. I don't know how much he was eating before, but if you include a growth spurt with the genetics he has and the size he's going to be one day, I mean, he could be a 260, 270, 280 guy eventually. We're talking in 10 years. But I don't think it's because he was using an elastic. I think that's just genetically he's gifted. He already has a big hand. He's eating a lot of food, which is helping. And obviously, if you're training that specific muscle, it's going to go a long way. So honestly, genetics, he's eating more, he's training harder, but all that comes into effect. And he's going through a growth spurt. You look at what he looked like 2 years ago. He does not look the same. He was a lot skinnier back then. So hopefully that makes sense. 8 people in. We're halfway to our all-time high. We hit it yesterday with a whopping 16 people in the chat. So if we can get 17 today, just 17 people, absolute win in my opinion. I was here. Yes, sir, dude. You were. Elbow Clown. I think you are one of you, Steve, Blade, so far out of this chat, and Agnish have been OGs. But maybe there will be a day where we have more than 8 people in here, and then everyone who's in here now will be all OGs. So we'll see what's up. We will see what's up. Man, I'm getting neck cramps from sitting here. Whew. It's hard. It's hard streaming. It's a difficult life. Should I turn up the brightness? Yeah? Or should I go like ultra low? Am I going like this or? Maybe prop computer up higher. Are you talking like have this higher, like this? Or are you talking the actual color? Sean, did you buy Trump or Melania meme coins to buy yourself new arms? Well, I can guarantee you I know who this person is. No, I didn't buy a Trump coin. However, that's fucking crazy what happened. We are XRP Army here, dude. We are XRP Army. Do we have any crypto investors in here? Do we have any crypto investors? No for your neck and back. Oh, my apologies. I was a little confused. That makes more sense. Oh, man, just like this. Like, yeah, in the trap area. That's from sitting down too much. Corello, welcome in. Rip Samantha Bull. I'm telling you, it's a devastating. Oh, there's too much hate on this guy. No, the chat's starting to pop off here. We're getting some people in. We got Element 115, Blade, Evil Clown, Archon. We have one crypto investor in here. One crypto investor. Hey, that's two, including myself. So let's crypto is only for the faint of heart. Crypto is only for the faint of heart. I grabbed Bitcoin at 600. That's good. Oh, we got three crypto investors in here. Myself, Blade, and Evil. Bitcoin at 600 or 60K? 60,000 or 600? Actually, from now on, when you do super chats, I want it in Bitcoin or XRP. I want them in Trump coin. At 600 is insane. If you have Bitcoin at 600, that is insane. If you have Bitcoin at $600, that is amazing. Yeah, I think anybody $600. Okay. Hey, that's awesome. Did you sell at $650 though? No, he has $600, not 60,000. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't gonna say that makes more sense. Hey, if you got it at $600, man, let's do something here. Did you guys get a notification saying I was going live, or did it come up in your suggested that I was already live and you happen to see it in your news feed? I saw it in my subs. Nice, dude. I got a notification. Let's go. Sheldon, Sam Bull versus Cade Robertson. Cade Robertson. Who wins that matchup? Sam Bull beats Cade. Sam Bull will definitely beat Cade. Right hand, yes. Hey, I flew to Seychelles today, Sheldon. I flew to Seychelles. Newsfeed, nice. Okay. Any questions you guys have? Anything you want to know, shoot it down below. Arm wrestling related, whatever. Do you believe in trans athlete in arm wrestling? Well, I think I don't know them personally, but I do know a couple trans arm wrestlers. I know of one confirmed trans arm wrestler. So I think that's not something we should talk about here. Oh, let's keep betting on her. I'm gonna get banned. Let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this. My channel could get flagged, so there'll be not on here. Yo, what's up, Ryan? Welcome in, dog. Yeah, we got 8 people in here. It's starting to pop off. I think we're warming up. We're marinating in the YouTube world right now. Real question is, are we beating 16 people tonight? Oh my God, man, my neck feels like a jolt. Do a top 5 of the most legendary arm wrestlers. Are you talking like what are my top 5 arm wrestlers of all time? I mean, number 1, Devin Larratt. Top 5 strongest arm wrestlers in BC right now, any weight. Any weight. Top 5 in British Columbia. Alex Martises. Who do we have for supers? Oh, yeah, I don't know. It depends who competes is the big one, to be honest. Do a top 5 of the most legendary arm wrestlers. Okay, so Devin Larratt, number 2, VQ, shut up. Number 1, Devin Larratt. 2, John Brzenk. You guys could argue with me on that. We do know who the GOAT is, and we do know who's had the biggest impact on the sport, which is Devin. So Devin Larratt, John Brzenk. Okay, how about this? I'm watching a pay-per-view, and the top 5 arm wrestlers I get excited to watch. Levon Saganashvili, Devin Larratt, just because of who he is. I'm just wondering from like an entertainment perspective if someone like Vitaly Lalatin would be someone that I want to see. Michael Todd. I know these are very common names, but I mean, how could you not be so excited with what he's able to do right now? I was a huge fan of Oleg Zok at some point, and then let's go off the board here. Maybe there's so many arm wrestlers. I don't know. A top 5 is definitely difficult in my opinion. Devin Larratt, super heavyweight champ, female division. Yep. He could just call himself a woman and compete in the females, and I'm sure he would probably do fairly well. Matt Mask versus Oleg Danilov, match predictions left hand. The problem with Matt Mask, dude, is he has such a long lever on him. I want my boy Oleg to win, so I got to go Oleg Danilov, but that's not going to be anything. That's not a walk in the park. But saying that, when I was at Nationals last year, I watched Oleg pin Devin Larratt left hand. It was in a strap too. So I'm going to say Oleg Danilov. Yeah. I'd bet $2 on it. You're the hiccups now. Yeah, Oleg Danilov will beat Matt Mask February 15th, I believe the match is. Oleg Danilov, I don't know if anyone knows who he is, but he was a previous Lottie Tour champion. He was second in the world 2018, I believe. He's one of our guys here out of British Columbia, but he's a Ukrainian guy. Super, super strong. Crazy strong. Louvre Cleve Dean. Love Cleve Dean. Cleve Dean. Is he Ukrainian or Canadian? Yeah. Ukrainian. Yo, everybody. Yo, Joe, welcome in. I'm telling you, chat's popping off right now. We're 7 people away from an all-time high. When pulling, you can't lift elbows up off a table. I've seen some matches somewhere where I don't think they saw that an elbow lifted off the table, but I had to back up the video a few times before sure I saw it right. Referees tend to do a pretty good job when it comes to elbow lifting on a table, but it's definitely a controversial thing. I've gotten screwed on matches from it. I've complained about it, but then at the end of the day, the way I see it, and it's come back to me, you just got to get stronger, because I've had a pretty big matchup last year. The guy literally just lifted his elbow off. He come back and he won the match, and I was a little pissed off. I was like, man, this shit should be illegal. But then someone made a point: just get stronger if it's back pressure, side pressure, and you won't have an issue with someone lifting their elbow off. Sometimes you miss it. Yeah, I mean, you would know. You're a ref. It's hard to see everything. They should glue it. They should glue the elbow down. If only there was some way to attach your elbow to the table. Imagine that. Imagine that. Man, I'm telling you, my left side of my neck, like from here to my right trap in the middle, I'm getting some severe pain. I believe Clay was from Pavo, Georgia. He won Worlds at 78. Jesus. Yeah, 7. If you're winning a World Champions at any elder age, except 78s were crazy, dude. Yeah. Good. Sylvester's Talone is back. Yo, welcome back in the chat. One of the other OGs, Sylvester's Talone. Matt Wiggins, 10th from flying. I think it has a little bit to do with flying. I think it's a little bit of dehydration today and flying. Seized up because somehow in the aircraft, my seat's a little bit back, so I tend to lean a little bit more forward just because I don't want to be back as much. And now sitting down again, could be. Levon versus Milo, 2 arms. Who wins? Levon. If it was someone like, if it was just like a good pro, I think anybody yanking on 2 hands is the real deal. But when you get in that tight squeeze position, some people are just so good there. And when Levon's curling close to 400 pounds, unless if you are locked and then you kick off and you're using high on the hand, I just don't see it. I'm an old clown. It's not from flying, just delayed onset soreness from pulling last Sunday. Yes, it could be that. It could be that. I did take a hot bath last night with some bath salts, some nice melatonin foam bath. Pretty hydrated yesterday. Had a decent workout, so I don't know if it's specifically from that, but I can guarantee you it might have something to do with pulling last Sunday. For pain and neck, you can put your laptop higher so you're not looking down as much. I agree. I'm gonna try something here. Let me readjust my table. I gotta plug this guy in. Give me a sec. Okay. All right. I think we're going to attempt this. Check this out. I have ouch. Watch this. No, we're not working? Give me a sec. Give me a sec, dog. I got you. All right. Hundo P, this is going to work now. There we go. That scared the hell out of me. Whoa. Are you ready for this? There we go. Now working. I mean, I do have to go a little bit lower though for this. Okay, let's go with that. Good idea though. I'm gonna try this and see how it does. But I definitely don't feel as canted. Every time I put my neck down, my neck's aching. Your category is probably not super competitive. Oh, I mean at 78, your category is probably not super competitive. I mean, well, you're in Masters, so at some point you definitely have less competition. But when you're in a Masters, you can get some killers. To put it in perspective, one of the guys that I lost to last year, I lost on my third match. He came in and he pressed me at a national level. He beat me. He placed 5th in Canada, and he went to Masters at Worlds, and he placed 3rd at Worlds or something in his weight class. So it's pretty big deal. Sylvester Stallone. Sorry here. What about Auden? Are you talking two hands versus Levon? I still think Levon wins. You got to think too. When this was years ago, Levon arm wrestled Larry Wheels, and Larry Wheels had like 2 big bands on his body, and Levon just pinned him, and that was years ago. So I can't imagine now. Like I said, though, it's different. If you lock up and you have a very good grip, and then you kick and you go backwards within a locked position, I mean, I think that's a little different. But if you're talking like the average pulling, there's zero chance Auden gets it. Keanu versus Jeff Molesky provincials match predictions. I'm going to beat Jeff Molesky this year. He's currently #1 in British Columbia on my weight class. I'm coming for that #1 spot this year, provincials. It's going to be a good match. Jeff Molesky is very strong, but I still can't underestimate the people that are ahead of me because I placed 4th last year. I have 3 really strong dudes ahead of me, and depending on who shows up, I'm not sure if Alex Martisis is coming up, but he might give me a problem because his press is extremely good. Bath salts, did you try eating anyone's face off? No, I meant Epsom salts, but good for reiterating. No, I didn't eat anyone's face off. No, the only thing I ate after was the pillow because I was exhausted. And finally, you versus Levon with 2 arms. I definitely smoked Levon. It wouldn't even be close. Crazy George won nationals 3 years ago in his 70s. Yeah, Crazy George is good. He beat Marlon in the finals. He beat his son in the finals. Wild. No. Sorry. I'm thinking of Marlon Hicks. Crazy George. Crazy George is weird. Like he has this it's like an open top roll King's move, and that guy just locks. He has a long beard. For anyone who doesn't know who Crazy George is, look him up. But Crazy George is like an old leprechaun who nobody can pin. None of the strongest guys. Do you think Levon is still in his prime, or it's only downhill from now? Levon is actually, I think he's still coming into his prime. Yeah, I think we see a prime Levon from now in the next 5 years. I don't see anybody touching him. It's not even close. Dave Hickson. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Does Crazy George still arm wrestle? I don't see any videos of him anymore. Well, I know he practices still. I don't know about actually competing. But if you look at the Table Monkeys, I don't know if they've posted anything recently. But I remember a couple of years ago, I was watching them all the time, and he seemed to be in quite a few videos. Anthony Daltonia beat George multiple times, though. Yeah, it sucks that Anthony isn't pulling anymore because I've never had the chance to feel him when he was no injury, but his cup, drag, top roll is some of the best, could be best in the world, but at a national level, he was the man. Anthony beat Crazy George years ago, but took him a couple tries. Matt Wiggins, he beat him in 2006 and 2010. He has been in Edmonton a lot this year. Crazy G. Yeah. Crazy George, man. Crazy George. Can you beat Miguel LeBlanc? Yes, I can. I mean, Miguel might tell you different, but if we're yeah, I'll beat Miguel. Have you pulled him? I pulled Miguel LeBlanc years. I pulled him in 2020. I know for a fact he's leveled up, but I've watched some of the opponents that he's faced, and I beat his opponents. Well, at least from a practice setting, from my understanding. Miguel is a 165, I think. Yeah, Miguel's a smaller guy, but I'm not saying he's not strong. He's actually, for his size, he's one of the best in the world. There's a reason why he has that reputation. But I mean, unless there's something or that I don't know, or I've been sleeping under a rock, I think there is maybe zero chance that he beats me. Right hand, at least. I'm a little, well, anyway, I don't need to talk about that. You can actually see the, you can see me arm wrestle Miguel. All you have to do is put in Keanu McGill versus Devin Larratt. You'll see the thumbnail. It's going to be Devin and me. It's going to say like #1 amateur in Canada versus #1 pro in the world or something like that. Click on that video. You're going to watch me arm wrestle Miguel in there and a bunch of the Table Monkey guys. Yeah. And listen, I'm sure he's on a completely different, well, I'm not sure. I know he's on a completely different level now, but so am I. So, yeah. No disrespect to him. I mean, honestly, I really wouldn't know unless we arm wrestled. But based off what I saw and the people he was arm wrestling, I think there's zero chance. I really do. McGill versus McGill, who would win? I don't know. Probably McGill. Are you talking Miguel versus McGill? Neil's index finger is saying what? And he says, and you are in Alberta. I'm not in Alberta. I'm in British Columbia. I am not in Alberta. I'm in BC. Yeah, we got 10 people in here right now that we're starting to pop off. We are starting to pop off. 14 likes. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Because was wondering why I never see you at events. Yeah, no. I was at the West Edmonton Mall 2 years ago for the you can find that video on YouTube as well. I have a video. If you put Keanu McGill, West Edmonton Mall arm wrestling or something like that, you'll see it. I have a whole video on that. Excuse me. I pulled amateurs at the time. Placed second, I think. Yeah, second. Excuse me. Second or first? I don't remember. I think it was second. Yeah. I was also in a weight class underneath as well. I was not arm wrestling in the weight class I'm in now. I was there. I reffed and placed second in Masters over 200. So yeah, you probably would have saw me. If you actually might have reffed one of my matches. It's possible. You don't need to go and look for that video, but if you search my name up and you put on West Edmonton Mall arm wrestling Keanu McGill, it'll come up and you'll be able to see the people I arm wrestled. And you're probably going to see some people. You're probably going to see people that I've pulled with at the event. I was with John Luo. I didn't arm wrestle with him, but we both happened to be at the event at the same time. When did you really start becoming pro? Like no longer amateur tournaments, and was the progression over the years? And what was the progression of the years? So pro, the last time was like pro. Okay, when did I compete? I did Vegas. I did amateur left, pro right. Before Vegas, I did. Oh fuck! What? When did I pull? What was my last? I'm trying to think. Okay, so we're 2025. Let's see. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly pull up the Vancouver Arm Wrestling Club. I know they usually have events. BC Provincials, Pan Americans. Your last amateur was Washington. That's what I'm thinking. That's literally what I was thinking. I like how you know more than I do. That just shows you my knowledge when it comes to very in-depth knowledge in arm wrestling. Okay, so last amateur tournament right hand was December of 2022. That was Washington State Championships. I placed second. I turned pro definitely afterwards. And then my left hand, I turned pro technically this year. Sorry. About a year ago, I went to Vegas last March. I did amateur left. And I already had won 2 amateur tournaments previous left hand. I think I placed second. And then in Vegas, I placed first left. Sorry. I did Vegas. I placed first or second. I placed second. Then at Provincials, about a month and a half after, so Provincials 1 year ago, I did my last amateur tournament. I took first place, left hand. Were you in Vegas when Matt lost to Tim? I don't think so. Also, let me get back to Ryan. What was the progression like over the years? So my story might be a little bit different than most people's. I did 10 amateur tournaments. Started in 2016, took a year off, and then I did a bunch in between Nova Scotia, Ontario, British Columbia, and Alberta. I did 4 different provinces, plus I competed amateurs in Oregon and Washington. So I stayed amateur a little bit longer than maybe I should have. However, the biggest reason for me is because I was able to travel everywhere and actually get the full amateur experience of being like, hey, look, I won in Nova Scotia. Okay, now arm wrestling's going it's going more rapid. In Ontario, I won a couple tournaments. Then in Alberta, I'm like, okay, I won a tournament. Then British Columbia, I won a tournament, and I just kept them going. And then at some point, I'm like, hey, look, I've done 10 amateur tournaments. I've placed top 3 and 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 11. It was something like that. But it wasn't like I was doing 10 amateur tournaments in the same province. I did it over Canada, and I did it throughout the States as well. And each time I did a tournament, it got more and more difficult. And then at some point, I'm like, you know what? I'm content. Let's go pro. And then, of course, first pro event, I get cleaned out. But I would say after the experience of the amateurs, and then I jumped in the pro class, that's when it actually started to do much better. Because I was losing more, which was making me train harder. And then it was setting my eyes on higher goals at that point. So to put it in conclusion, you don't have to do 10 amateur tournaments. I think that's kind of crazy. If you have a couple years of experience and you've won some tournaments, especially if you placed like second or first in most of them, you should be fine to go up. Ask people around you as well. Some people, like at the end, I had people tell me like, what the fuck are you doing amateurs? And I was like, I want to be 100% sure. I'm set in my mind, and then ended up winning, and I just moved on. So you could argue, you could say like what I did was wrong, and you could also say, hey, look, that's an interesting path. But I also felt like if I was staying in my province and I wasn't going anywhere, I was just staying here, I probably would have just moved on pro earlier. But I wanted clarity. I wanted to make sure that when I move on to pro, it's because I truly think I'm pro, not because I won 4 tournaments and they were within a span of 6 months. My memory for some things is stupid. Yeah, the same here. You need to start taking notes. Yeah. I'm not going to say my memory is selective, but I don't remember things I don't really care about. And it's probably very sad to say I care about less than I do about more things. I obviously we all care to a certain extent about things, but if I don't remember something, it's either, But yeah, I probably should start taking notes. We are also 5 people away from tying our all-time high. Are we going to hit it tonight? I was going to stay an hour. but it might be heating up right now. So let's see what happens. But it seems like we have people coming in and out. At least that's what it's telling me. We have 15 likes. So everyone who's in the chat, thank you. Thanks for taking the time, liking the video. If anybody subscribed already from randomly finding this in this chat right now, let me know. I'll have to thank you personally. I think you did a good thing going in many places to really check your amateur level and to know you are good to get into professionals. Yeah, I think I agree as well. You know, like I was saying before, it's controversial, right? Because you look at someone who, I don't know, just got into the sport, did 3 tournaments and said, I'm going in pro. And then they're doing okay in pro. And then they look at the guy next to him and it's me. And it's like, how many of you on? Oh, it's my 10th tournament. And it's like, are you serious? But just time, experience, training, really making sure, traveling. You know, what if I told myself, what if it's an illusion? What if this whole time I thought I was an amateur arm wrestler and then, you know, I don't know, I pulled in 2 provinces and then I decide, you know what, I'm going to go to the States one day. I go to the States and I get killed at some random tournament. Then it's like, am I actually amateur? So I think the biggest thing for me was just a sense of closure and a sense of clarity of, hey, look, you're pretty strong. You're winning. What you're believing is true. And then, of course, going into pro. Pro is very wide open. You know, it takes a while to get going, but once you get going, I think you have a lot more traction. So you wanted to play it safe. I think I wanted to play it safe for my own mental clarity. I just wanted the assurance that, hey, look, you're good. You're not obviously no world-class arm wrestler, but for me, it was more a sense of like, hey, look, the book's closed. We're moving forward. There's no more debate. There's no more what ifs, ands, or buts. I'm a pro. I'm not a pro because I did 4 tournaments and I won all 4 first place. You know, what if you go to the next 4 and you lose all 4, sorry, and you don't even place? So for me, it was just like that sense. And also the other thing too is when I started arm wrestling, it was 2016. Obviously, it was big at the time, but it was not near as big as it was now. So from the moment I started to to 2022, the sport was growing like this. Every tournament I was doing was getting more and more difficult. And to be honest, some of the amateur tournaments were fucking tough, man. Like I don't know if I hold records for like the most matches pulled at like a Washington State Championship tournament or a TAL tournament, but I remember Matt Mask at some point was calling my matches and they had me ready to go to table, but I wasn't finished one of my matches. And they're like, this Gano guy is fucking crazy. And then in Washington, they had Artem Taranenko at the table with Uncle John, and they were calling me over to the table, but I was already on a different matchup, and I pulled 4 weight classes, super heavyweights to 198 class. So anyways, yeah, you guys get what I mean. And if you don't respect the way I went about it, I completely am cool with that. I mean, to each their own. What area has the best amateur roster? Probably Ontario, maybe. And the only reason why I say that is I believe Ontario, as of right now, has the most upcoming arm wrestlers, the most arm wrestlers. Could be completely wrong, but from my viewpoint, and listen, I haven't pulled amateur in a while, so no disrespect to people who are amateur, but I don't focus on it as much. I only know more the guys in my area. So I think Ontario would be a safe bet, but you guys would know. De Niro. Man, everyone's path is different. In Alberta, Fraser started a novice division, which is less than 2 years in the sport. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's cool, man. I think novice is a good one. I have mixed thoughts about novice. I think novice should be black and white. Like, hey, look, if you have 1.5 years or 2 years, you're going to novice. Then after that, you have your amateur rankings, and then you have your professional rankings. But I think in Canada, there should be a top list of amateurs. I think there should be maybe a top 5 list of amateurs in maybe each province. I really think that's something. Prince George is having novice amateur tournament on the end of this month. That's awesome. Good. Will you do more food challenges? I heard the underdog in Ontario is XL Corello. I don't know if the underdog is XL Corello, but Food challenges, if you guys want to see that, I definitely can start including it into my weekly vlogs, which is something I want to implement. I've started. I just got to get some traction on it, but I can definitely do some food challenges. For anybody who knows me, would know I can eat an immense amount of food in one sitting. And if there's anybody in the chat who thinks they can outdo me in one sitting of food, let's challenge. I'll do it on a live with you, and I guarantee you, if we are both hungry, I'm going to eat more in one sitting. It's pretty fascinating what my stomach can do. Why is Devin so dominant in your opinion? Is it training, genetics, etc.? Well, genetics you can obviously say is a given, but I think the interest, the type of person he is, in the amount of time he's been in the sport. So one, genetically, he's gifted, right? He's 6'4", 6'3", 6'5", 260, 270, long frame on him, has everything you need, big hand, big forearms, decent biceps, tendons are through the roof. The guy walks around like a T-Rex, like he's built to arm wrestle. Extremely smart. You know, he was ex-Canadian Special Forces, very competitive, athletic, and lives and breathes arm wrestling. Like, this guy shows up on a live or a video and he looks like Frankenstein just got out of a hair dryer before he went into like a static room and blew up his fucking hair. Like, the guy looks like he's coming out of a dump. Like, he woke up out of a garbage dump, you know, living with fucking piss jugs and doing what he has to do. And the guy just talks about arm wrestling. The guy lives and breathes arm wrestling and just obsessed, like just obsessed. So you have to think that at some point in your life, when you have all these tools put together, you're going to be one of the greats. And he's just his own character. So, man, you should challenge Devin at the first eat 100 chicken wings. I would definitely beat him. If it's speed training, I don't know, man. Speed training? If it's speed training, I don't know, man. The first eat 100 chicken wings. Okay, well, yesterday, I don't know if you guys know those like Costco packs of wings, like the big family packs. You get it. You're walking in the aisle with your cart next to 1,000 other people, and then you look down and with all the 100 other chickens that are sitting in the freezer, and then the fridge, and then you have like this family pack of chicken wings. Well, last night the girlfriend made the family pack, and she must have eaten like 9 wings, and I ate the rest, like just the whole pack, and I could have easily kept going. So give you guys an idea, and that's included with other food. We had potatoes and pasta salad. Devin homeless percent equals strength times 10. Yeah. Dude, Devin could literally, so in Victoria here, we have a place called Pandora Avenue. It's like where all the crackheads live, all the extremely poor people. No, that sounds really bad. The extremely poor people. They have no shit. They don't even have a house. They live on the street. But I'm talking like where the drug addicts live and the homelessness and I haven't seen shit on the street, but I'm sure they're doing it. Regardless, you walk in, you could see needles on the ground and they're living next to garbage cans. You could throw Devin in there and you would not know a difference. The only difference is Devin wouldn't be walking like he's cracked out. He'd just be walking like this. But if Devin was like straight out sober, walking down the road like this with his green hoodie on and his long ass cargo pants, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference. Didn't I see you eat like 90 wings in Victoria? No, you didn't. My record for wings, and they're large wings, are 73. And they were full of sauce and battered. So that was 2018 January. He would be hunched over just like everyone else on the street. Yeah, he would be. But and his Crocs, the holes in them. Devin would be walking on Pandora Street or like East Hastings in Vancouver. I don't know if there's a big difference, but you see Devin walking down the street and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between him and a crackhead. Not because Devin, listen, for anyone who's just getting in the chat and is just assuming I'm not. Devin's arguably my favorite arm wrestler of all time, and I've shit on him in the past for predictions, but full respect to him, his family, the whole, I wish him nothing but the best. But I'm just saying, from like when you look at him and he pops on a live and his hair looks like Frankenstein, it looks like he just came out of a dryer that blew up, or like he was trying to put something in the microwave and the microwave exploded and he just hops on a live and he's chilling. I mean, Devin, arm bend, right arm, 45 degrees and left equals 30 degrees. Is that true? Is that actually true? Is it like this? Ugh. When he walks, his right looks naturally more bent. Yeah. He's a freak, man. In all respect, I like him. He's a good man. He's a good man. A dryer. It's true though. I mean, you can't hate on him. I mean, it's Devin Larratt, dude. No wonder that King's move on the right is better. That damn bone lock. Yeah, the guy walks like this, so when he gets on the table, he's just like this the whole time. Legit like Devin, guy helped hook me up with arm wrestling. Yeah, no, Devin's the man. Devin is the man. I know someone at some point might take a snippet of this and be like, yo, this Keanu guy is making fun of you. He's making you seem like you're a crackhead. You should shit on him. But now Devin's good, man. He's as good as it's ever going to get. And nothing but respect for him. Message him, and he sent me to Kodiak, but that's how we started South Island Arms. Yeah, I actually challenged Kodiak to a right-hand match. I was able to get a hold of him through Instagram, through direct messenger, and Kodiak never answered. So Kodiak doesn't want no beef. Yeah. For anybody who knows Kodiak, he's a big, strong guy who lives on the island. He also looks like a crackhead who lives out of the streets. Yeah. This is not a shit podcast, by the way. I'm not going to sit here and shit on people, but can you beat Tom Holland? I don't think so. I don't think I can beat Tom Holland. He was number 2 in Canada twice. Yeah. Was. Not anymore. Lost to SB. Yeah, but it's Ryan SB, dude. Ryan SB's no joke. Ryan SB's the man. Man, my neck. Jeez Louise. Let's get this guy going. Ouch. The actor, possibly. Ouch. Jesus, dude. I like how I have 10 people in this chat just watching me vibrate my neck. Ouch, man, my neck. I don't understand. I feel like I'm getting too old. Also, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It's awesome. We got 10 people in here, but we're popping off. Good times, good times. Because we're chilling right now, I'll stay a little bit longer than usual. A little bit longer than usual. Well, not than usual. A little bit longer than an hour that I said I was going to stay. Do you think you could beat Mark Wahlberg? 100%. It wouldn't even be close. Keanu versus Coach Ray. Coach Ray. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, I think Coach Ray wins. Mark Wahlberg. Coach Ray beats Tom Holland, I think. Can you beat Roman Abramov? Roman Abramov. Who the fuck is Roman Abramov? Yo, give me a sec. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to quickly just grab a snack and put my charger in the computer. So I'm going to leave you guys with some music here. I'm going to leave you guys with some music. Let me be like a minute, not even. Can I put this on? Let's do Come say hi. Come say hi. Say hi. Well, come say hi. Come. Look. Say hi to everybody. Tell them you're a fox. They'll believe you. Tell them you're a fox. They'll believe you. I know. Yes. Yes. Okay, you gotta go back now. Go lie down, Mom. All right. I'm gonna go out. Come. All right. Let's get the ball rolling here. Woo. All right. All right. Let's go. What's up? Need an adjustable chair. Okay. We're just gonna start making up names and throwing them at Keanu. Yeah, just casually just give me some names here. Without straps, I think you got Ray, but in straps, he might force you into a high hook and slowly get his cut back. You know what? I'm gonna put a poll on here. You guys be completely honest. Who do you think wins? Coach Ray or me? I think Coach Ray wins, and you want to know why? Didn't he lose against Terrier? John Terrier here from Canada. John Terrier will beat me. So I'm not even gonna do a poll for that. Let's shit talk Keanu while he's gone. Yeah, Ray got Keanu. Ray's gas tank is insane. Keanu versus Tom Brady. Keanu versus Brian Shaw. Brian takes that one. Oh, easy work. Keanu versus Domi. Not Mask versus Levon. Dude, that's like me versus Brian Shaw. Just did a random search on YouTube for arm wrestling. First short video was John Luo. First long video was Brian Shaw. And Doggy. I know the dogs, dude, the dogs goes hard. Hi, Mila. Keanu versus Sylvester Stallone. I'd win. Left on toast. He beat John Terrier. Yeah. There's zero chance I beat Ray then. I actually might get his hand. That's very likely. Right, I got him if he is under 200. Are you talking about me? But that's when John was just coming back. Low budget life. Yo, welcome to the channel, dude. In your opinion, after Eddie have a rematch with Brian Shaw, who could be Eddie's next opponent? Oh, good matchup. That's a fucking good question, dude. Auden Larrett. Dude, he would kill Autumn Larrett. Yo, same timing. Did Ray beat Artem? Oh, that actual Sly. Sheldon says, as long as Keanu McGill is active in the sport, Everest will never be number one. Everest will never be number one. No. Some of the island guys here think it's hilarious. Low budget life says nah. Who could Eddie Shaw go against? I think they do the rematch and then, well, I wouldn't want to see that. I want to see Brian Shaw face someone like Schoolboy or something. I know that sounds crazy, but I would love to see Brian Shaw maybe have a very difficult matchup or something close. But for Brian, I guess Georgi Tvetskov. I don't agree with that. I think the problem with Brian, though, dude, is he has so much potential. He does need someone heavy. Who would be someone that Brian Shaw? Yeah. The problem with Brian, though, dude, is he's so, like, you know what we should see? Derek Smith versus Brian Shaw next matchup. Or Derek Smith versus Eddie Hall. Okay, let me throw this in. I like the enthusiasm here. The Drew 24 coming in hot. Yeah, we have some new people coming in. That's fucking awesome. Yo, go vote on the poll right now. We have Derek Smith versus Brian Shaw. Who wins? What's she doing? Yo, 17 likes in right now, boys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It helps out the algorithm. So far, we have 7 votes. Derek Smith winning Brian Shaw 57%. That's actually surprising to me, to be honest.
What is that?
Oh, that's I dropped it before. It's my cookie thing there. Yeah, I'd eat it, but it kind of been sitting on the carpet for a bit. Drew, Derek wins for now. For now. I don't know, man. Yeah. And then, Drew, who's the heavyweight powerlifter on Derek's team? I can't remember his name. Or Matt Mask, maybe. No. On Derek's team, Mega Mike does some lifting, but powerlifting. Not Mega Mike. You know who we should see? What about Leonidas Arcona versus Brian Shaw? How about that? Is that fair? Or would you guys say it wouldn't even be close? All right, let's make a new poll. Start not Q&A. Start a poll. All right. Who wins? Brian Shaw or here, try this one, boys. Let's go. Who wins? Brian Shaw or Chance Shaw? Oh, 50-50 already. Woo! Jeez. 4 votes, 50-50. What? Oh, Chance Shaw is coming up. 7 votes already. Fuck, you guys are liking this one. Whoa, this is blowing up. Eight votes, 50-50, guys. Oh, shit. 50-50. Dude. Chance Shaw versus Brian Shaw. Leroy should pull Brian. I don't know, man. Sylvester Solon says Lee blows a gasket while winning the match. John would destroy Brian. Leonidas equals almost John. Brian's done. Really? Larry Wheels would be a big draw, perhaps. Larry Wheels could be good too. Actually, that's a good one. Hey, let's switch it up here. I like the Larry Wheels one here. Let's